Good morning and welcome to the next podcast of Andy Collier-talks cricket memorabilia. Won't be an overly long podcast today because Andy Paul has sent another little video clip over from Adelaide with some of his presentation cricket balls today, so we'll look forward to seeing that straight after this podcast of mine. So onwards and upwards, things that have arrived this week. Firstly is the Autumn Journal of Cricket Society. There's plenty of information and write-ups in there. Very interesting catalogue, this one. A good society to be involved with. Obviously their news bulletin come through as well. That's quite an interesting articles in there. But in the journal this week, or this month shall I say, was an article on Dave Sydenham, the old Surrey player. Unfortunate enough to have his cap there from his Surrey days, which he gave to me after I'd done a few jobs for him in his house. So it's nice Jack Hobbs Limited Fleet Street with Dave Sydenham in there. Plenty of DNA on there. That's a well used cap, that one. So I'm quite proud to have that one. Dave Sydenham played for my club as well, Guildford, which is played in the early 70s. So that was that. So the other things that have turned up this week, fantastic memory stick there from James Merchant. That's got his ceramics book on it, of ceramics concerning Don Bradman, which is a magnificent book, I have to say. Some fantastic things in there, and well worth getting hold of James Merchant and either getting the book, he can do your book, or you can get a memory stick like this one here, which is a fantastic thing, I've got to say. One more thing that turned up this week was this lovely postcard of Ranji Sinji with piercing eyes. One thing I don't know is what this blazer is he's got wearing there, so I'm not quite sure what that is. I know he had his own team and stuff, but I couldn't see in the Sussex postcard book there's a team photograph him wearing this blazer, but don't know who it is or what it is. So if anybody knows, give us a shout before I embark on another investigation. So anyway, Ashes coming up in a few days time, so I thought I'd just do a few more Ashes things today. Starting off with a fairly early-ish one, which is this 1888 Australian postcard, the rarer one with both the insets in there of Jones and Lyons at the back there, both in there. So that's the rarer one. You see the one that's just got the other team in it, but these ones have got the inset, so quite a nice item to have. In the carte de visite. And then another Australian one there is the 1921 Australian side, which is a fully signed postcard there, which is a lovely item. And it was sent by Mr. Main, Ernie Main, on there to, who was it sent to? Mr. Bailey, saying that that was actually quite a few years later, 1954. So he obviously had a few spare signed photographs of the 1921 side. What make is that? That's a Bollum photograph for sure. So a lovely signed photograph of the 1921 side. So since we're on the 21s there, I'll just sort of do a couple of MCC ones here. This is the Osterley with a signed copy with the MCC on there. It's a nice copy of that, nice firm signatures, good live ink on that one. So quite pleased with that. Had it authentically framed as well, sort of 1920s looking frame. So quite pleased with that. That hangs in the famous toilet. So pleased with that one. And then there's the signed photograph there of the 1920-21 side. Unfortunately missing Wilfred Rose, but I've got him in numerous other things. So that's quite a nice copy there. Signed there at the bottom of the 1920-21 side to Australia, which unfortunately had a whitewash. There we are, we won't say any more about that. Let's hope it's not another one this time. So we're going to progress on a little bit now to 1928. What's on this one? This is the Otranto 1928 team going out. Lovely signed copy, this one. Jardine and everybody on it, so it's quite a rarity with Jardine on it, as we've been talking about on the internet this week. So quite pleased with that one. It's a lovely signed photo. I had a sort of authentic frame again. Had that made, so goes quite well with the black outside. So that's quite a nice 1928 picture. And then on the way over there, we've got, this is a Freemasons meeting card with all the Freemasons on there, and menu and what have you. So that's quite nice. This was Tix Freeman's copy. Obviously a Freemason. A few of the players on there were Freemasons, not all of them, but quite a few. That's a nice one going out on the Tranto. Date 13th of October 1928. That's quite a nice one. Then we've got this one. This is the last one coming back on the Ormond D. This menu, which has got all the who's who of the team on there. A nice photograph there of the team as well. And it's got all the results in the back as well. It's all results and stuff going there. And that last one there, the Australian 11, I've got the ball sitting behind me. So it's quite a nice item to have. And then the last one here, 1928, this is the first game on the 1928 tour. Fully signed. Oh, I'm lying now, I think there's one missing. I think Staples is on this one. I'll have to have another check of that, but they're nearly all on there anyway. But that's another nice picture. First game of the season against, what have we got there? Western Australia. So quite a nice item, that one. We've got Douglas Jardine there on the bottom there. So another signed photograph of Douglas Jardine. So that's quite a nice item of the collection. So I hope you've enjoyed that this morning. So we've got Andy Paul's presentation balls coming up in a minute. So I hope you enjoy that one as well. So I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.